What's going on, YouTube? We are back with Clash of Wills, and I was able to go back and get a perfect score on the set of mods that I was already running, and I thought I would work on it a little bit more today. And I have, I think, gotten to the point where I can get another perfect score on a next tier up of mods. I haven't fully maxed out my my mods yet for my personal setup, but one thing that I am struggling to do a little bit is just to get the morale filled for some reason. So it's like I'm getting really close, like 29.4, 29.7. I'm getting really close, but haven't with this current set of mods, I haven't quite gotten it. So here's the mods I'm going to run. I get us up to 215%. And the most damage that I've done in a single turn is 3.1 billion. So we're doing pretty good there. I have tried turning this on, but I didn't quite push the threshold when I wanted to. So I'm still working on that one. But let's go ahead and do 215. Here's the team. It's basically the same as it was. I am starting Reberta in the shift form because I put some like auto morale type stuff on her so that she can kind of downshift later and like get some autofill. And I did the same thing with everybody else, kind of put autofill on everybody else. And then also I've worked out a way for Ling to contribute to some damage using Dragon's Bite in the last turn, which is helping me get above the big damage amount that we need. So let's take a look together, and if this ends up working out, I will show you the gear in more detail. It is still very RNG dependent on the first turn. You know, any more than 4 chromatic waves, and we still bite the dust pretty hard. So pretty much the same here. We do start with Chow, and we're going to do triple Kind Protector, Focused Inspiration, and Curaja. What I have found, though, is that if we get lucky with RNG, we don't need to do Curaja on the second turn, but it depends on how much chromatic waves we get, of course. Reberta is going to skip doing support from the skies and just do Rousing Roar and 2 killers. Okay, cool. That's going to help us get some more morale. Skye is going to go ahead and shift and use her shifted LB. There we go. Lara is going to use her LB for morale fill and fire damage. Nicely done. And then Elena is going to do Protection of the Azure Crystal and Legendary Heroine. There we go. And then Ling is going to Blithe, Disarming Movements for her best break and Transcendent Performance. Again, totally RNG here. We might get hit with 5 chromatic waves, might get hit with 6, we might get hit with 1, might get hit with none. Let's see how we do. 1, right off the bat. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Generally speaking, I find that if I can get through the first turn, we're fine and we do well here. Okay. So turn 2, we're doing okay on health, but I do feel a little worried about Skye and Lara. So I do kind of want to heal. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and do, I'm going to check and see how long Chow's cover is going to last. We're still covering for 2 more turns. I'm going to go ahead and do Loyal, True, and Curaja, just to make sure that everybody is topped off. Actually, no. We're going to do it a little differently. We're going to do True, Loyal, and we are going to go ahead and keep Guard Dog. We're going to go ahead and downshift Reberta, and I'll explain why I'm doing that in a second. We're going to do Rousing, Inferno, and Mega Breath, just like we did last time. Alright, and then we're going to do Suppressing Fire, we're going to do Sky Flurry again. There we go. We're going to go ahead and do triple this time, Blessing, Legendary Beloved. There we are. And we're going to do triple Blithe Moving. And I was going to do Celestial, but instead I'm just going to do Refreshing. And we're going to hope that we get everybody's LB filled here by Chow. But this should cap off everybody who needs healing and still do the morale fill that I want. I was originally planning on doing Celestial Dance here, but this we need the healing right now. Because too many chromatic waves here is no good. It ends the run. Like it just did. So, probably should have done Kiraja. You know, we'll go ahead and back out and try it again. That's RNG for you, right? So, let's try it again. Turn all the mods on. Nope, not that one. That one's deadly. Alright, try it again. Only got a few more of these left. If this doesn't work, I might not get to post this video. But that's RNG for you, right? Too many of those and it's no good. Alright, we'll just start over. And Kiraja. Here we go. Killers. And nope, not that limit burst. The other limit burst. There we are. And we're right back to where we were. So Blithe, Disarming, Transcendent. So again, depending on how many chromatic waves we get hit with, we might not have to heal up, we might have to heal up. Starting off strong with 1, 2, 3, 4, no more and we're fine. Oddly hit Reberta. Okay. Really strange, considering Chow had Provoke on. This is my last orb. If this doesn't work out, I'm just not going to record this right now, and it'll be okay. My last 5 orbs have been like really bad like this, so hopefully this one breaks the spell, and we're going to be just fine. Because I've done it twice now, I'm just going to hit repeat. I'm going to hit reload. Just make sure. Blithe, Disarming, Transcendent. Yep. Make sure we're not missing a break or something like that. That could be really devastating. Two. Much more manageable. So we won't even need to heal off of this one, because Chow's going to pretty much heal us up all the way. As far as we really need to be healed. So this is where like I get to actually follow my chart. Nice. Okay, so Chow is going to, he's just going to do True, Loyal, and Guard Dog. Nice. Reberta is going to downshift and use Rousing Inferno Mega Breath. Not quite up to Skye's Limit Burst, so we are going to use Lara's first. Maybe get a crystal for Skye. There we go. So you gotta pay attention. You can't always follow it turn by turn the way you want it to. You gotta kind of play it by ear a little bit. There we go. Legendary, Beloved, Blessing, and then Blithe, moving, and we're going to use Celestial here, because we can. It's going to help fill LB gauges for the next turn. There we go. Take some of the RNG out. This turn tends to be pretty safe. I've had it go really bad before, though. It's kind of going bad right now, actually. Wow, okay. I've had it be better, that's for sure. I've had it be worse. But I do usually end up healing here, so I don't mind it so much. We're going to go ahead and do True, Loyal for the morale fill, and Kiraja. Reberta gets to do, not quad, triple still. Even though we got quad available, we're going to do Rousing, Ignitos, and Draconic Triune. There we go. And turn 3, Skye's going to do one more stack of her LB. Lara's going to do continue doing hers. Alina is going to go ahead and do her last of her Magnus and go ahead and use Radiant Shield. There we are. Ling is going to shift because we need to get the triple cast going back up. So we'll do triple, Blithe, Moving, and Rallying Dance. Yeah, there we go. We're actually doing pretty good on morale, Phil. We hit 21%, so we don't quite get to use the morale ability yet, but it's okay. The fight kind of gets safer and safer as we go. He does less and less damage, unless his brakes wear off. Got to make sure the brakes stay in place, and that's where turn 4 becomes kind of dicey if you're not paying attention to your chart, like I have been tending to do. Okay, so turn 4, come on, all the auto casting. We're gonna go ahead and use Reberta's Limit Burst. This is gonna do Spear Imperil and stat buffs and all kinds of fun stuff. Skye is gonna downshift, and she's gonna use just some skills. I don't want to use her LB here because I want to guarantee that I have it next turn, and I tend to not fill very much LB with Chow on this turn because of just decreased, opportunities for it. But we still do tend to counter a little bit. Chow's going to use Quad, Bestow Courage on himself, Prosperous Light, and 2 Chow Condemnations. Lara is going to go ahead and use Suppressing Fire to morale one more time. There we go. And we'll go ahead and do that first. There we go. We've got an attack and defense break on the boss, which is nice. But we are really worried about the magic break. And so Ling does have to go ahead and apply one. And the best break we've got right now is Enthrall. So we do go ahead and do that on this turn. We do Blithe. Turn. There we are. Where are we? We do Blithe, Enthrall, and Transcendent again. This is going to put up the big mitigations again. And then put a little bit of a break on the boss. It's an 80% break. It's not like a little bit of a break. It's an 80% compared to an 85, but it still makes a difference. And there we are. And then Alina is going to go ahead and do Legendary and Radiant Shield twice. If I had this available, I would go ahead and use it here, just because it does fill your morale to boost your stats. But I mean, I guess I already did do stat boost with Reberta, so it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah. Morale should hit 0 at this point. There we go. We tend to do okay here. Brakes are in place. Morale's really low for the boss, so it does less damage. Oh my gosh, okay. Craziness. Okay, here we go. Here's where I'm a little worried about Lara, right? Doesn't get as much fill. Ling's gonna help fill it up with some other stuff. So the way this is gonna go, we're gonna do Rebuke. We're gonna do Quad Mystic Breath. There we go. This is gonna help us get our 100 hit chain. There's Sky Flurry. Ling is going to... this is kind of a free turn for Ling. Depending on what you need, you really want to do Blithe for sure. You really want to do, but if you can't, that's okay. But you really, really, really want to do Disarming Movements because this is the better break. This is going to help us do damage. So we can do that. It's going to be in place for the rest of the fight. And so we're going to do that. And then I'm also going to go ahead and do 2 Ferocities. I'm pretty sure Ferocity is the one that Ferocity does more than the other one. This does 1,000, and this one does 1,000, but does not hurt me. Or the other one hurts me. So yeah. So we'll go ahead and do 2 Ferocities and Disarming. So disarming, and 2 ferocities, hoping to fill Lara's LB gauge. Of course we did not. Bummer. I think the issue is that Reberta is supposed to, or generally fills the she gets support from the skies is what I used to use that, and support from the skies gives you an LB fill buff. I guess that's where I'm having a little trouble. So that's okay. Maybe we can get a crystal to drop here really quick here. So we'll go ahead and use. We're gonna try it and see. I have to really watch this and see if crystals drop on her. If they do, I can use volatile ammo, which is my goal. So here we go. We're gonna use Chow. Come on. We're not getting crystals. There we go. Okay, so I did enough to get the threshold. That was really dicey. Like, it almost did not work. I had to really just kind of pay attention to it. It's kind of funny that worked out. We didn't get a 100 hit chain though, so I don't know if this is going to end up being a perfect run or not, because I always do it right there. Either way, we're going to move on with the clear. Ideally, I should have gotten a 100 hit chain there. Just, you know, some RNG on the crystal drops, I guess. I did take some, like, I've been playing with the gear to try and to fill, to get maximum morale and stuff, and I guess I messed with the LB fill too much. Okay, so we'll go ahead and keep trying though. On this turn, we need to do kind, guard dog, and cure. We have to. There we go. Fills us up pretty good. Reberta is going to triple. We're going to where is it? We do killers. There we go. And we do Inferno Breath. Skye downshifts. Uses Tyvus' Spirit. Lara downshifts and uses her 3 abilities. There we are. Elena goes to the shift form and does Luminous Speed and does Protection and Legendary just to help try and fill the morale a little bit more. And then Ling is going to shift up as well and do, she's going to do Blithe and Ferocity and Dragon Dancer. And that's going to help her do some damage on the last turn. Okay, everybody's LBs are full. As long as the boss does not totally wipe us out with chromatic waves here, we're going to go for a kill on turn 7. Looks like we're going to be okay. And it's going to be much smoother, and we're hopefully going to get a 100 hit chain, although I'm not 100% sure we will. First things first, we're going to use everything except for Remedial Will. Because Remedial Will gets rid of good stuff on you too, and that's not good. Not on your kill turn anyway. There we go. Get everyone ready. Alright. And triple Dragon's Bite, which is kind of cool. I don't usually get to use Ling for this, so it's neat to get a chance to do it. And all the imperils are in place, and all the buffs are in place. It's just going to come down to whether or not we hit 100 hits. There we go. And the most damage that I've done on this turn with the last set of gear that I had, I did make a little bit of a change to Ling for like more killers. I did 3.1 billion, so we're gonna see if we can keep that going. Okay, so we got 100 hits, so that's good. So assuming we got max morale, 3.0. Okay, so that's pretty good. Assuming we get max morale, then that's a perfect clear. It was a little dicey at times, but that is a perfect score if we get max morale. Let's see. We did it. So that spreadsheet setup works for max morale on 215% mods. Nice. See how my rank changed, if at all. 632. We're looking fairly good here with a few days left. And I broke whatever number that is. 1 million? I broke 1 million points. Awesome. So there it is. Let's take a look at the gear, just because I did say that if that worked, we would look at the gear. And I'll just go ahead and show it with all the mods turned on, just to be sure. Nothing changed for Alina except for her. Well, I'll show it to you. So it's just like this, just like that. There's a vision card. Nothing changed here except for I gave her a little more HP fill, just to try and I'm trying to get as much passive morale gain as I can in the party. So there's that. Ling, same thing, except for, well, we got as much passive morale gain in as we can. And then in the shift form, I did add some aquatic and dragon killer just to try and help with the damage, some attack stuff. Same basic idea. Just trying to get as much killers on the party as I can. And since she's doing damage now, I want to try. Again, I added more passive stuff. Excuse me, passive stuff. And then I have adjusted her to do a little more damage for killers. So I put the Grand Star on there, adjusted some of this stuff, and that really helped me do more damage compared to my last run. 2.3 billion compared to 3.0 or even 3.1, which is my highest yet. So there it is. She made a big difference. Nothing changed for Chow. Yeah, nothing changed for Chow. Reberta changed a little bit. I gave the Clash of Wills clothes to Lara instead, which is helping me play with her killers. And then there's all that. And then for her shift form, I just put, just some stuff in the autofill. And then Skye did not really change, except for I gave her just some autofill type stuff in the base form. And then, there's her killers and stuff. Vision card. Yeah, super cool. And that's it. So with that, we're done. And hopefully that helps you out and will help you get a good score or a better score than mine. And we're going to keep pushing. We're going to go for the next one up, which is, I think, 245 with the defense and spirit mod. So see you in the next video.